Hey Steve and all the Supernatural fans. This car now belongs to Steve. And a while back I did a video and I talked about a car that we were going to put up for sale. And Steve heard that and contacted me right away and wanted to buy it. So Steve has already bought this car, and this car is really, really nice. There is going to be a few little things on it that we're going to have to fix because obviously it's a 50-year-old car. But this thing has original 20,000 miles on it. And I'm going to come in here. I'm sorry we're on the back of the holding cell and stuff, so I hope everything picks up in here. But these seats are like flawless. The headliner, I don't know how much of this camera's picking up in here. It's kind of dark, but I'm going to get down in here. This thing, I got to glare because I got the big door open because to let some sunlight in here so I could take this video. But this thing has set in, I believe it was North Carolina or Tennessee, I can't remember. Set there, it was a lady's dad's, and obviously he didn't drive it, gave it to her, and I don't know if he passed away or what, but the car just never got driven. And then it was stored, obviously always garage kept, and the people that owned it just set stuff on it. So there's like, if you look down here, I don't know if the camera's even gonna pick it up, but see like that dent right there? There's like little dents like that on the car because they just stored stuff on this car. And the car is a 327 4-barrel with a turbo 400 and a 12-bolt rear end. So this thing is going to make a really, really, really nice Supernatural car. So what we're going to do, it's going to be a Hero 1 car. Me and Steve have talked, and we're going to put a big block in here. We're going to do it up just like Hero 1. You're going to notice that obviously vinyl top, that's coming off. The car, let me come up here to the front so you guys can see the front. The car does not have corner lights. And so we're going to put corner lights on this car. And we're going to put, this is a non-AC car. And we're going to fake everything in just like they do on the show. And so this thing will be so badass when it's all said and done. We believe, me and Dawn have talked about this car. We think this is the nicest Impala that has ever come into the shop. And obviously you guys know that we have had a ton of cars come into this shop. Has the bumper guards on it. The trim is really nice. Everything that we need, it just needs that little TLC. It has the original, I don't know if you guys can see in here, but it has the original 6x9s speakers and the original package tray. And it's set, just warped over 50 years and stuff, that package tray, which is not a big deal because we're going to do it the Supernatural way. But this thing is nice. We know that there are a little rot underneath by the back window, but from what we can tell, it's just a little. And I'm trying to get you, Steve, I'm trying to get you a good angle down here, but this car is nice. I mean, seriously. This car, there's a long story, and I'm not going to go into it right now. Steve knows the story, but this car was brought into us to do. And then the people that had bought this car and sent it to us, they wanted it done before Christmas. And we had talked earlier in the summer about doing that, and I was like, yeah, but we got to find a car. And it took forever to find a car, and they found the car and had it sent out, or basically shipped to St. Louis. I picked it up in St. Louis, brought it back to the shop. And the time it just came in, the time frame was just almost impossible to even do. And because we know sometimes getting certain parts for these cars are a real pain in the ass. And so anyway, they were like, okay, they're kind of disappointed. And then some things happened, some magical things happened, and I'm being very secretive about it right now, but big things, big things, and you guys it'll all play out in future videos, and I will tell the rest of the story as Paul Harvey said. But this car is just phenomenal. And Steve, we have his AV2000 radio, audio box radio right in there. That's all original, brand new. We have a lot of these parts, and I'm just been kind of storing some stuff in here in this car to keep everything away from everybody else's stuff. And so what's happening here at the shop? First off, this Caprice over here and this gold Impala right here, we took these two cars in on trade to do body work on this one. So this car and this car will be made into one car. This car is really pretty bad. So we're going to steal some parts off it, like the engine and stuff, and we're going to put it over here, and we're going to do this one. When this one's all done, it's going to be a supernatural car, obviously, because that's what we're known for. And once it's done, we're going to put it up for sale. And we're going to do Hero number 3 on this one. And I'll go into details about that, what makes Hero number 3. But anyway, Steve's car here, let me pop the hood here on this so you can see. Now, the engine and everything on this car, there we go. Like I said, 327 4-barrel. Nothing, I mean, fancy. I mean, it was the high performance 327. But Steve has listened to my wisdom, my guidance, my bullshit. I don't know what you guys want to call it. But we are going with a big block in here. And it will be done exactly like Hero 1. This car, disc brakes, everything that we do to these cars is going to be done this way. And then this car, once it's said and done, it will be going to England, merry old England. So I'm thinking about naming this car Queenie. I name cars as they come in, and I'm thinking about calling this one Queenie because the Queen of England and stuff like that. I'm sure Steve probably doesn't like that name, but that's what I'm calling it for right now until Steve tells me his official name for it. But it's a wonderful car, solid as a rock. That hood just, this is like you just stepped back in 1967 almost besides the little, 50 years of sitting and stuff like that, little rust spots or paint flaking off. It's just almost like going back into a showroom and sitting in this thing. I mean, the interior on this thing is flawless, and the body's, like I said, just in such fantastic condition. So I'm very excited to get started on this one. So right now we got a lot of stuff going on back in the shop. Some cars are getting ready for paint and stuff. And so when the cars come out of paint, they're going to be going to the upholster shop to get the headliners and stuff like that. That's going to free up space. We're going to switch some things around, and certain cars are going to be coming up next on the floor. So we got Cassie's car that's coming up on the floor. We got Matthew. I'm going to call this car here because Quigley. Matthew, your car is Quigley because of Matthew Quigley. And if you guys haven't noticed yet, I'm like a huge movie buff. And so I give cars like little weird names and stuff. But it helps us keep track of them because I can say, oh, Queenie or Quigley or, whatever car out there, Brandy and, oh my God, we've got Francis and, all these things going on. And it's just easier for us to say, well, you can't say go to the Impala because which Impala? But this car, like I said, is a sight to behold. And Steve, I'm hoping you're enjoying this video. Obviously, you're going to get more videos on this car as the time comes. But right now, she's sitting in the holding cell, and we got a pretty sunny day here. And so I've opened up some doors, and just so you can see this thing, it's Steve bought this thing off a few pictures I sent to him, and I was like, Steve, this is an awesome car. And unfortunately, it was not my car because I guarantee you, if this would have been my car, I would be selling mine, trust me. This thing is just nice. So Steve, there you go, and all the Supernatural fans. This is the one car that I was talking about that we would be selling, and it's already sold. Steve jumped right on that when he heard that and contacted me, and so the deal's been done. It's been paid for, and so now it's just a matter of getting it into line and stuff. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and like I said, it's very excited to get working on this one. You know, I'm actually excited about working on a lot of these because Quigley over here is going to get we're going to do some customized work to that. And we know it's not a 67. We're not trying to tell people that it's a 67. This is actually a 66, and we're going to do some really cool stuff with this one to kind of make it look like a 67, give it that supernatural flair and stuff. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Be talking to you soon because I'm making some videos this week. I'm trying to get back onto doing individual cars because things are happening. Before, when they're all sitting there and they're just body work being done on all of them and stuff, it's very hard to do a video on the car like, oh, well, we did this, you know. And because we're jumping around so much on them, waiting for certain things, it's a method of madness around here. But there you go. Talk to you on my next video. You guys be safe, and bye.